In 1985, Mandela met more and more young people who were being arrested and sent to prison on Robben Island. They told him that the struggle for democracy was becoming more violent. The police were shooting young people in the streets. The protesters were also becoming more violent in return. The fighting had gotten so bad, the protesters and the government did not want to talk to each other. Mandela knew he had to find a way to get them to talk. Most government leaders saw him as an enemy and refused to talk to him. But a few were also worried about the violence and agreed to talk to him. Slowly, both the government and the democratic leaders came to agree that it was time for all South Africans to stop fighting. Finally, in February 1990, President F.W. de Klerk said that the government would free Nelson Mandela and all the people who were imprisoned for fighting against apartheid. Many people who had been forced to leave South Africa during the apartheid time could now come home. Over the next 4 years, from 1990 to 1994, the leaders of all South Africa's communities met to discuss a new way of governing South Africa. They agreed that South Africa would be a democratic country, since everyone would have the right to vote. They agreed on the new set of rules for South Africa called a constitution, which consists of the Bill of Rights that protects all South African citizens. Wizards, do you know what a protester is? A protester is a person who publicly demonstrates opposition to something. A demonstrator. Let's look at our next great leader, Mahatma Gandhi. Mohandas Gandhi was born in India in 1869. The Indian people called him Mahatma, which means the great soul. He came to work in South Africa as a lawyer in 1893. He lived here for 22 years. At that time, much of South Africa was ruled by Britain. Most black and Indian people were not allowed to vote. More live in the same area as white people. In those days, the first-class coaches on trains were kept only